What's up, everybody? You already know who it is. It's DripGodDero, and I'm back at you guys with another. So, in today's video, we got to talk about the Sacramento Kings and the Golden State Warriors, man. The play-in tournament starts tomorrow, and these two teams will be playing. It will be do or die. Whichever team ends up losing will be officially out of the playoff race. So in this video, we will break down the team's strengths and weaknesses, and then I'll give you guys my guess on which team will win. Now, before we do get into it, you already know what to do. If you do enjoy NBA content, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the motherfucking channel, turn on notifications and all that good stuff. And hey, shout out to y'all for all the support on the videos. Y'all already know y'all go crazy when it comes to the videos, and y'all already know what the grind and the goal is. It's road to 1,000 subscribers. So stay tuned for all the NBA content. We got a lot coming, and let's switch over and let's get right into it. All right, so we have switched over, as you guys can see, and right here I just got the play-in tournament bracket right here so that we can see a better look at what's at stake and what's going on with the play-in tournament. So like I was saying, today's breakdown will be between the Kings and the Warriors. The Kings are the 9th seed and the Warriors are the 10th seed. And my process to break down which team I believe will win or lose is by taking a look at their previous games and also just the team's stats and things of that nature. So with that being said, right here I got the Sacramento Kings schedule, and we will take a look at all of the matchups with the Golden State Warriors during the regular season. So let's do that right now. So we got the Sacramento Kings regular season schedule right here, and let's just take a look at how they matched up against the Golden State Warriors. So the first game against the Golden State Warriors, they lost. So currently they are 0-1. Golden State won one game. Right below that, we see another game right here where they lost. And it was pretty close, 102 to 101. So that's definitely a tough L if you are the Sacramento Kings. Now this first loss, it looks like it was a pretty close game as well. Fox had 39 points, which is crazy. In the second game, Sabonis had 23 points, so looked like he cleaned up in that game. But overall, they are 0-2. Let's keep scrolling down until we find another game. All right, we found the third game, and it looks like they won by a sliver. As you guys can see, the score was 124-123. So with that being said, currently they are 1-2. They lost 2 against the Golden State Warriors. They won 1. And in this game, it looks like De'Aaron Fox went off 29 points, and I believe that's 9 rebounds. So let's continue to see if they had any more encounters. Once again, at the moment, they are 1-2 against the Golden State Warriors. So we go keep scrolling down, and it looks like they played them one more time, and this time they got another win. So they're currently 2-2. The thing that I do want to notice just how close all of these games have been. You got this game right here, the fourth game, at 134 to 133. So it was literally by a sliver. And that's tough, man, because if you are a Sacramento Kings fan, you kinda nervous because the wins that this team have had have been by 1 point, literally. So that's kinda crazy when you think about it. It looks like Barnes went crazy, 39 points. Let's scroll down and see if there were any more encounters. All right, so it looks like it wasn't any more encounters, and like I said, they were 2-2. So pretty evenly matched teams, to be honest. Now let's take a look at the Sacramento Kings stats. So let's look at it, man. Let's look at it. So, when it comes to points per game, they are 9th out of 30. When it comes to their offensive rating, they are 13th out of 30. When it comes to the opponent's points per game, they are 17th out of 30. And when it comes to their defensive rating, they are 14th out of 30. So, overall, I would say they are a middle of the pack team overall. Like, a lot of their stats are around that 15th range. So I'd say they definitely are a middle of the pack team. And something that's very interesting to me is just how their offense isn't as good as it was last year. As we know, last year they had one of the best offenses in the league. And this year it seems like that offensive prowess has decreased. So with that being said, let's scroll down to some of the players, and then I'll give my thoughts on the players and also some of the stats that will be key within this matchup. So overall, let's take a look at the stats. I think, and this is for both teams, I think that the most important thing is controlling the three-point line. Both of these teams, they shoot a lot of threes, and I'd say overall they both shoot the three at a decent clip. Now, right here with the Sacramento Kings, they shoot their third when it comes to three-point attempts. So, like I said, they shoot a lot of threes. And then when it comes to percentage, they are 16th. So overall, that ain't too bad. That's middle of the pack when it comes to the percentage. But like I said, they do shoot a lot of threes. So whichever team I feel like can really defend that three-point line, they should have a higher chance at winning. Now, besides that, I would say overall they do need to try to get to the free throw line as well. As you guys can see, free throw attempts 21. I like that to be a little higher, especially in the play. Also, you do want to try to get to the free throw line as much as possible. Now, a small note that I do want to note is just free throw attempts. Opponents' free throw attempts, it looks like they are 24th. So that pretty much means that they do foul a decent amount if their league rank is 24 when it comes to free throw attempts. So that's something you definitely want to try to avoid as well. But let's scroll down to these players, man. Let's scroll down to these players. So I think the two keys in this series will be De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis, especially Domantas Sabonis, though, just because he has the opportunity to, really put in a lot of work. There's a lot of opportunity for him to dominate on the boards and just dominate in the paint. As we know, the Golden State Warriors, although they are a great rebounding team, when it comes to their bigs, I wouldn't necessarily say that their bigs are great defensively. So I think Domantas Sabonis, he definitely needs to try to take advantage of that. Try to get their bigs in foul trouble so that it can lower the rebounding of the Golden State Warriors. Because like I was saying before, and like you will see further on in the video, the Golden State Warriors are actually a great rebounding team. So Domantas Sabonis, he should be the main focus. Also, De'Aaron Fox. I want you to put as much pressure as you can on Steph Curry. Try to get him in foul trouble. Use your speed. Use your athleticism to attack him. Try to get him tired on the defensive end, because we know that overall, the Golden State Warriors offense, it mainly stems around Steph Curry. So, that's what I want you to do, De'Aaron Fox. Also, you definitely want a player like Malik Monk to be coming off the bench hot, making his threes, because I'd say he's definitely one of the players on this team that can create his own shot. So definitely that. And I'd say overall, just the bench in general. You want your bench to put in a lot of work, because I'd say that overall, in my opinion, the Sacramento Kings, they got a decent bench. But hey, like I was saying, it really just stems on trying to just lock up that 3-point line, because both of these teams are very focused on the 3-point line when it comes to scoring. But let's switch over. Let's talk about the Golden State Warriors. So, Golden State Warriors, let's scroll up some. Here we go. So, their stats for the 2024 season. So, as you guys can see, they are 8th when it comes to points per game, 8th when it comes to offensive rating. When it comes to opponents' points per game, they are 18th out of 30. And when it comes to their defensive rating, they are 15th out of 30. So, with that being said, you can pretty much say that they do have a pretty good offense, but when it comes to the defensive end, that's where they struggle. Now, let's scroll down and let's just take a look at some of the team stats. So when it comes to the team stats, like I was saying, something that definitely stands out is just their rebounding, man. When it comes to total rebounds, they are number 1 in the league. And like I was saying, that's pretty interesting, because I wouldn't say they definitely have a premier big, but it's more so because they rebound as a team. So that's why I'd say that they're number 1 when it comes to the rebounding. So that's something that you want to focus on if you are the Golden State Warriors. Continue to go hard on the paint when it comes to those rebounds. Don't let any second chance opportunities be found for a team like the Sacramento Kings. Also, when it comes to 3-point percentage, like I said, both these teams, they shoot a lot of threes, and this team actually makes a lot of threes. So when it comes to that 3-point percentage and just, shooting threes, make sure you keep that offense going. Guys, we know they do have a top 10 offense. So make sure that you keep that offense flowing, keep on, writing up good plays, and keep on setting up players who may need to, get open, such as Klay Thompson. Keep on making plays for them, or the players that may need to get hot. Keep on making plays for them. Make plays for your shooters. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Let's keep it moving. Now let's scroll down. One thing I will say I don't like before we scroll down is that this team doesn't really get too many free throws. So they're 27 when it comes to free throw attempts, so they really don't get to the line. So that's something that I will be trying to, just up in the playoffs if I'm the Golden State Warriors. But I'd more so say that's just because they don't really have too many players that can really drive the ball that well. You can kind of see that when it comes to their 2-point attempts. So that's why I said before, with both of these teams, it really comes down to limiting the 3-point attempts. Now, let's just talk about the players. So when it comes to the players, you got Steph Curry. We all know how good Steph Curry is, shooting 11 threes per game at 40%, which is pretty much 12 threes per game at 40%, which is crazy. Of course, we got Klay Thompson, 9 threes at 38%, which is pretty good as well. Draymond Green, shooting 2 threes at 39%. So overall, like I was saying before, a lot of the players on their team can shoot. It's just limiting the 3-point attempts. Whichever team wins the 3-point attempts and actually makes their threes, that team will win. And unfortunately, me personally, unfortunately for the Sacramento Kings fans, to get to my prediction, I think that the Golden State Warriors are going to win. Now, my reasoning for that is just because, like I was saying before, both of these teams, they shoot a lot of threes. Y'all can see it, but the thing is that this team right here, the Golden State Warriors, they're just more efficient with their threes overall. They're just more efficient. So I think that will be one of the determining factors when it comes to this matchup. And another thing I say would that just makes me lean towards the Golden State Warriors is just because, for the most part, when it came to the wins that the Sacramento Kings had, they were very close. Both of their wins was by 1 point. When it comes to the wins that the Golden State Warriors had, they actually had some breathing room. It was by multiple points. So I definitely think that's another factor. The final factor I would say is just experience. You know, you got Steph Curry, who is a champion, Draymond Green, who is a champion, Klay Thompson, a champion, Andrew Wiggins, a champion. So, you know, with all that experience, also let's include Chris Paul coming off the bench too. So, overall, I think that the Golden State Warriors are going to win this game, and they will proceed on to face whatever team loses between the Lakers and the New Orleans Pelicans. But with all that being said, that's my breakdown. If you enjoyed the video, you already know what to do. Like the motherfucking video, comment on the motherfucking video, subscribe to the motherfucking channel, turn on notifications and all that good stuff, and I'm out. Peace.